Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Simply TP here, and as you guys can see by the title, you already know what time of year it is. It is officially the Sephora VIB Spring event, and you guys know this is legit my favorite type of video to record and put out for you guys. You guys love these videos, so in this video, I'm just going to give you the breakdown of my recommendations, and then I'm going to do something a little bit different and show you guys what I have on my wish list and in my cart. So if you're interested to see my recommendations for this year, just keep watching and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe should you enjoy. So let's get into the recommendations. I don't have that much stuff to recommend for you all this time, admittedly, just because I haven't been buying as much makeup, but I do have some staples, and I have tried out a couple of things that just hit really hard, and I think if you're shopping the sale, you should definitely get them. So first things first, Mizani is now carried at Sephora. This is the Mizani leave-in, the 25 Miracle Milk. I have this one, and then I also have the Miracle Cream. Both of these are my favorite leave-in conditioners. They work really, really well for my hair, which is relaxed, and then my daughter's hair, which is natural. There's 25 benefits. It's great for all types of hair, and I just really, really love both of them. I picked up this sample size at Sephora and this at my local beauty supply store, but they are carrying Mizani now, so if you haven't tried out the brand, I highly recommend that you do. And then just some other hair oils. The first one that I would like to mention is the Briogio Don't Despair Repair Strengthening Treatment Oil. I love this oil so much. It's really lightweight, and I like to moisturize and seal with this hair product just because I have fine to medium hair, and it doesn't weigh down my hair when it's straight like this, and so I can get my hair the moisture that it needs without having to have like greasy, stiff hair. It does a really good job at that, so I highly recommend that, especially if you have my hair density and have a really hard time finding oils that won't weigh down your hair. Another one that I love is the Living Proof No Frizz Nourishing Oil. Oh, this oil is so good. Very similar to the Briogio oil. It does not weigh my hair down. It does a good job at sealing everything in. And if I am just touching up or lightly sealing, it works really, really well on natural hair as well. This one, I mean, you could use it on natural hair, but I don't think it's going to do much for you. I would gear more towards this product if you have relaxed or just naturally straight hair, but this one can work for either hair type. So if you haven't tried either one of those, I highly recommend that you do. I have one body care product that I want to mention to you guys, and that is the Necessaire the Body Exfoliator. I picked this up at the last sale, and it is just so nice. First of all, the smell is just, it smells so nice. It fills up the entire bathroom. It lingers, and it's a very relaxing smell. It is a eucalyptus scent, so if you like those type of scents, you will really, really enjoy this. And then it is a really nice, finely milled body wash slash exfoliator. So it's nice if you like to exfoliate multiple times a week, because it's not going to over exfoliate your skin, but it's definitely going to keep your skin feeling polished and moisturized, and also can kind of double serve as a body wash as well. So I have really been enjoying this, and I think I might pick up the body wash to go with it. So for skincare, I have recently gone back to this product, or rediscovered this product. This is the Olehenriksen's Good Night Glow All Sleeping Cream. It looks like this, and I use this at night, obviously, because it's a sleeping cream, maybe 1 to 2 times a week, and I have noticed such a huge difference in my skin. My skin is staying glowy. There's no dull or dry flakes happening. Like, it just keeps everything in place. And I stopped using it for a while, and I noticed, you know, a little texture here and there coming back. And ever since implementing this again, my skin has been back behaving. So if you haven't tried it, girl, go ahead and pick that up. For fragrance, my new favorite fragrance is the Giorgio Armani My Way fragrance. Newer addition to my collection. Just is the perfect scent for spring. It's floral, a little bit fruity. I'm not really good at describing scents, you guys, but if we have the same type of scent profile based off of my previous recommendations, I think you will really, really, really enjoy this, especially in time for spring. I think I got this during the last sale or the holidays. I'm not really sure, but as you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. So she's well loved around here. All right, so moving on to brows. I picked up the Benefit Micro Filling Brow Pen. And I really enjoy this for days where I'm not trying to be super beat. I want more of like a natural glam, or for days where I just have to throw on a quick brow and go. This is really nice. It has like a tip with 3 little teeth here, almost like a little comb, and you just take it and lightly fill in the strokes on your hairs, and you have that fluffy brow look that's really in right now almost instantly. Throw on a brow gel and you're good to go. This has cut my brow routine, I guess, in half, because if I'm just going to work or going to the grocery store or something like that, 9 times out of 10 I'm reaching for this brow pencil because it's just so easy. One product and I'm done. Now for my days where I'm a little bit more glammed up, I have gone back to none other than the ABH brow pomade, dip brow pomade. I love this stuff. It gives me a nice clean brow if I want that sculpted brow look, and it just, y'all know the brows shape the face, so if your brows are snatched, the whole look gonna be snatched. Now with spring and summer upon us, you guys know I had to mention these. These are the Fenty Beauty blotting powders, and then I have the refills here. Your girl has combination oily skin. This is a lifesaver. You throw it in your makeup bag, you throw it in your purse, you do your makeup, take this, you blot, you're set for the day. I love these. I love these, love these, love these. I will never be without them. And now is the time to definitely re-up if you haven't, so that you're ready to go. When we're brunching and moving around, enjoying spring, enjoying summer, you don't want to be caught lacking, sis. We don't want to do that, so just make sure you always keep you some good blotting powders on deck. Moving on to foundation, I only have 3 to recommend to you guys, and the first one is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. I have really been enjoying this foundation, y'all. You could take this foundation levels. Like, you could do a real cute simple beat, or you can go like full glam, full glam. He's up there with the Estee Lauders, if you ask me, the double wears. Like, the performance is impeccable. It never looks cakey. You can build it up as much as you want to, and it doesn't accentuate any texture or anything like that. It just gives you a nice flawless canvas, photographs well. Chef's kiss. I highly recommend this foundation. I do have a review here on my channel if you all are interested in hearing more of my thoughts, but all in all, I completely think you guys should pick it up and try it if you haven't tried it already. Another oldie but a goodie, and this is what I am wearing today, and by the looks of it, I might need to pick up another one, but this is my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. Hands down, the best NARS foundation of all time. I know a lot of people like the soft matte and the natural longwear radiant, or radiant longwear, one of them, but for me, nothing tops the Sheer Glow foundation. This foundation is just near and dear to my heart. I have repurchased it many and many a times, and it never fails me. Never fails me. Anytime I don't use it for a while, when I come back to using it, I'm like, why did I ever stop? Which is rare, because y'all know I try a lot of foundations, and honestly, she's top 2. So I highly recommend Don't sleep on products just because they've been out for a while. You should totally pick this up, put it back in your routine, put it back in your flow. If you haven't tried it, I don't know where you've been, but you definitely need to try it. And if you've tried it before, you know, revisit it because she's a banger. And then last but not least, I do have the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. I picked this up recently. Meant to do a video for you all, but I never got around to it. So if you all do want to hear my thoughts, I mean, I can do a video, but it's in my recommendations. So clearly I have enjoyed this foundation. I love that there is no fragrance in this. It doesn't break me out. And very full coverage, very flawless, very glam, but she's not going to give you cake. And this is great for special occasions, for weddings, photo shoots, everything. So I gave you one that's like everyday, which is like sheer glow. I gave you guys one that can kind of be a go-between between everyday and glam. And then this is full glam. She'll take you there. She's not gonna disappoint. And those are my foundation recommendations for this sale. Moving on to concealers, I do have 2 concealers to recommend for you guys. The first of them being the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. I wasn't a believer for a long time. I don't know what took me so long to try this concealer, but I am so happy that I did. It is such a good concealer. Perfect for everyday use. Your under eye is never going to look cakey. It's not drying. It blends well. A good amount of product. A little goes a long way. And this one tube is going to last you a while. I love this concealer. And I'm so glad that I finally bit the bullet and picked it up. So if you, most people have tried it, but if in the off chance that you haven't tried it, I highly recommend that you do because I was sleeping on this concealer. And this concealer is one that not a lot of people talk about, but I love. This is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer, and I have mine in the shade 11. Y'all, if you are someone who likes to layer your concealers, you don't have to do that with this. She's going to do it all. She's going to give you coverage. She's going to give you easy to blend. She's going to give you a beautiful under eye. You don't even need to really wait for it to dry down. But if you do, it's just going to be that much more gorgeous. It is just the easiest concealer to use, and it never disappoints, never fails, and just great payoff. I really don't know how people don't rave about this more, but I love this concealer and I strongly recommend that you all pick it up. Moving on to powders. These powders should come as no surprise. I got a whole video on them. I will also link the video down below if you want more in-depth thoughts. But these are the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Powder Foundations. I have 2 shades. I have 440, which is my foundation shade, and then I have the shade 400, which I use to set like my under eyes and the highlighted areas of my face. Y'all, bomb. And in time for summer, you definitely need these. These are so versatile. I use these powders in the ways that I just mentioned to set my face, set my under eye, similar to the way that we used to use the MAC Studio Fix powders. I'll go in with this first and then a translucent powder on top of it. Gorgeous. I also use it to touch up. So I will often keep 440 in my purse and just lightly blot and touch up, you know, where foundation might be fading or something like that, or if I was eating. Comes right back. Makeup comes right back to life. You would never know that I had skipped a beat, sis. Like, these are really, really good. And even more recently, I have started to use these under foundation with the powder under foundation technique. When I want my foundation to last a little bit longer, I go in with this and I'm set. So, I mean, and then I don't, but you can. You could also use these in the way that they were intended to be used, just as powder foundations. This powder foundation, she didn't come to play, okay? You really do not need to use it with any liquid or anything. So if you already are a powder foundation type of girl, she's for you, sis. And if you weren't a powder foundation type of girl, this will make you a believer. So on your no makeup days, you could go in with this, and you could even take it damn near full glam with these powders. I don't know what type of magic Rihanna put in these, but they're so good. So go ahead, and y'all know Fenty never disappoints, or very seldom disappoints. So put these in your cart and thank me later. And then of course, you guys know, I know I mention it every time, but I really do love this powder. This would not be a Sephora recommendations video if I didn't mention my Sephora Microsmooth finishing powder. It is a very gorgeous finishing powder, very lightweight, blurring, blends everything together seamlessly into the skin. A perfect wash. It's not going to give you too much coverage, but it is going to just tie your whole look together. It's going to hide any mistakes that you've made if you really just buff it in and work in the product, and it's going to give you just that perfect flawless look that you're looking for. Great last step before setting spray. And then going into the setting powders, I have to mention the Laura Mercier setting powder. This is in the shade Honey. I do still very much enjoy the translucent shade as well. So if you want to pick that up, that's still a strong recommendation. But if you like that banana yellow type of shade to your powders, Laura did that. She did that with this shade. Gone are the days of mixing, you know, Ben Nye and, you know, the original Laura Mercier. I don't have to do that anymore because she came out with the perfect yellow powder, and it's like a nice yellow. It's not going to give you them jaundice under eyes, okay? It's gonna very well flatter, you know, women of deeper skin complexions, even medium tone complexions. You guys could even probably use this as an all over setting powder. Gorgeous powder. And then y'all know I have to bring a bronzing product because that's my favorite part of doing makeup, is the bronzer. And I have to recommend the Huda Beauty Tantour Cream Bronzer. When I tell you, I use this pretty much every day. Every day. I love this stuff, and I have never hit pan on a product so fast in my life. It is easy to blend. I have used it both on top and underneath foundation. It's forgiving, so really, really good for beginners, especially if you're scared to kind of go into the bronzing and contouring, or you don't really do it often. This is a great beginner product because it's just so user-friendly. You can use it with a sponge, you can use it with a brush, and it's just going to almost like blend itself. It really is just that good. So I highly recommend y'all check that out. And I might be picking up another shade. So that is pretty much all of my face products. And then I do have one blush that I like to recommend. This is the Rare Beauty blush. I have mine in the shade Love. And the reason why I want to recommend this blush, because you know, cream blushes are all the rave, but none of them dry down matte. And this is the only one that I have tried that goes from a cream to powder finish and dries down matte with good color payoff, not going to be too cakey, and still give you that, you know, blushing from within type of look. So I highly recommend that you guys try this, and for the price point, you really can't beat it. And then you get an additional 10, 15, 20% off depending on your tier. This is a good buy. Oh, I actually do have one more powder. Of course, you guys know I have to recommend my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powders. This is a mini one because I was waiting for the sale to re-up, but I can never be without this powder. Never. I use it in every single look, and so of course I have to recommend it. And we'll be recommending it for years to come because it really is just that good. And then last but not least, you guys know I have to close out the video with some type of lip product. And this is the Sephora. This is the Fenty Beauty Cream Gloss Bombs. I have two shades. I have the shade Cookie Jar, and then I have the shade Honey Waffles in my purse. Again, Chef's Kiss. I also talk about them in the video with the powder foundation. So if you want an in-depth review, go ahead and check that video out. But I mean, cream gloss bombs, they just do everything. Like, line your lips, throw one on, you're done. You don't have to put a lipstick or liquid lipstick to get the color payoff. It's going to give you the color payoff with initial application. They wear and fade beautifully. So even if you're eating and drinking and talking, it's not going to leave that just like lip liner ring around your mouth. It's going to fade really, really nice until you feel the need to reapply. They're comfortable. It's the traditional gloss bomb formula we all love with a little bit of extra kick, a little bit of extra pigment. What else can you ask for? Nothing. So those are all of my Sephora recommendations. And now I'm going to pull up my phone and tell you guys what I have in my wish list and in my cart. So starting out with what's in my cart, the first thing I'm definitely considering picking up is the Patrick Star One Size Ultimate Blurring Setting Powder. So yeah, I've heard amazing things about that powder, and it is time for me to kind of restock. So I figure I would try something new. I am also really looking forward to potentially trying the Patrick Ta Major Sculpt Creme Contour and Bronzer Duo. This looks very similar to the Tom Ford bronzer that everyone loved a long time ago, but I just couldn't like get myself to spend the $90 on it. But this is $40 and she's real cute looking, so I'm definitely gonna have to pick that up. And then another powder that I more than likely will pick up is the Silk Powder Protective Setting Powder. Essentially, it's the powder version of the Silk Canvas. Y'all know the primer. I was a huge fan of the original Silk Canvas primer, so them coming out with the powder, I'm wondering if it's gonna give Charlotte Tilbury a run for her money, and if it does, I definitely need it. I'm looking at switching out my hair mask. So you guys know I normally get the Soul Food Amica hair mask every single sale, but I want to try something new. So I'm thinking of getting the Moroccan Oil Intense Hydrating Mask and seeing how I like that. So if you all have tried it before, please let me know how you like it in the comments. Of course, you guys know I will be picking up the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint because A, it's Fenty, B, I haven't tried a skin tint since the Laura Mercier Skin Moisturizer, Tinted Moisturizer, since their Tinted Moisturizer dropped years ago. Like I was still in college and that was my go-to, and I haven't picked up like a tint or moisturizer since then. So I'm really excited to try this because y'all know Fenty be coming through. She's serving, and by the reviews it looks really good, so excited to try that. And then a couple of LYS products that I want to try. I want to try the powder, and I want to try their blush because they have one shade, their Higher Standards Satin Matte Cream Blush. I want to try it in the shade Empower, which is like a deep berry plum. That looks right up my alley. Either that or Confident, but I already kind of have a shade like Confident, so I think I'm gonna go more the Empower route if it ever restocks. Hopefully it does restock in time for the sale. Also in my cart, I have the Patrick Ta lipstick in the shade She's Not From Here, which is like a bright burnt orange red color. And y'all know for summer, you gotta have an orange red, and I don't have one. So we definitely need that. And then just some perfume or fragrance, because you guys know these perfume and fragrance, they're not cheap. Okay, so this is the time, if you're gonna pick up something, make sure you get your 20% off if you're VIB Rouge, 15% off if you're VIB, and 10% off if you are Beauty Insider. But in my cart, I just have some classics. I have the Miss Dior, I have the Carolina Herrera Good Girl, and I have the Coco Chanel Mademoiselle. One of those will probably get purchased. Now moving on to my favorites, I also have a couple foundations. I would like to try the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever Liquid Foundation because it seems really nice. I haven't watched too many reviews, but from what I heard, people really like it. I would like to revisit the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I tried it once and I liked it, but I got the wrong shade and I returned it. So I know my shade and everything. I just have to try it again. And if the TikTok babies ever let it come back, I would like to try the KVD Beauty Good Apple Skin Perfecting Hydrating Balm Foundation as well. But I don't know. We're going to see, because that's sold out everywhere. Ulta, Sephora, the KVD website. Like, it's like finding a diamond in a rough. You can't get your hands on it. So hopefully it's back by the Sephora sale. Also the Melt Cosmetics cream blushes. A, because I like cream blushes, and B, because Melt Cosmetics, they never disappoint. So I would like to try a lot more of their products because I've liked everything I've tried from them so far. And then I guess the last thing that I would like to try is the Necessaire body wash with niacinamide and the scent eucalyptus. I do have the exfoliator, and I think those two will pair really, really nicely together, as I mentioned before. I do want to try the pink Fenty Beauty cream gloss balm. I think it's the Fenty Glow. Yep, just the cream one in the original Fenty Glow shade. I really, really want to try that as well. So there you have it, guys. Those are all my recommendations for this Sephora sale, as well as some of the items that I have my eye on. If you're interested in seeing what I actually pick up, definitely be on the lookout for my haul. But thank you guys so much for watching. I had such a great time filming this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on your way out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Smooches.